Kevin Hart to relax. Green. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Blue 45. Blue 45. Max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't down. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Like when it dropped hard, came in the choke. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it dropped hard, came in the choke. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, goes down wrist. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Here we go. Green 39. Like when it jump home, came in the choke. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Here we go now. Green. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Green 90. Like when it dropped home, came in the choke. Ready. Green 39. Green.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got busy lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. That on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the can't stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Fair got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Rub your empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over it. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These I'm saying. Win. Start chasing that. Win. Big J Rock go. On 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matte black 2 dough. Jump in. You might wanna keep score. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These BBS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or...
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking long for Westbrook. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Bridgewater to throw it. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think? On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing it often.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, this looks like a free play for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McCaffrey following the penalty. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test, 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go play fake. Mahomes going deep here for Bryant. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into. Los Angeles territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Left, 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 left. Slow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Mahomes to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Powerful running. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On second down, Bridgewater again. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Bridgewater. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Bridgewater flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. First down, Bridgewater. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To the air again with Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt.
And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 59 yards. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. But a good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Sanders has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play, and that hurts the linebackers.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford Field. This is McCaffrey. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Drops it underneath to Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them a gain of 37. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's back to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Delta.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss.